The boarding area of Astronorth Flight 214 buzzed with the usual airport chaos, rolling suitcases, intercom chatter, the scent of coffee drifting through the air. But at gate 47, a young black girl sat quietly, her small backpack hugged against her chest. 12-year-old Amara Bennett, traveling for the first time without her parents, traced the zipper with nervous fingers as she rehearsed the instructions her mother had given her. Stay calm, stay aware, trust yourself. She had her documents organized, her boarding pass clipped to her lanyard, and a bright yellow unaccompanied minor tag attached securely. It should have been simple. But then a sharply dressed woman in a tailored navy suit marched toward her, heels clicking like accusations. The woman stopped directly in front of Amara, eyes narrowing with a mixture of suspicion and disdain. "Where are your parents?" she demanded loudly, drawing attention from nearby passengers. Amara sat up straighter. "I'm traveling with a guardian," she said softly. "They're—" "A guardian?" the woman snapped. "Or are you just wandering around hoping someone will let you on a plane?" A few heads turned. Someone muttered under their breath. Amara's stomach twisted. She wasn't used to speaking back, but the woman leaned in closer, voice dripping with superiority. "Kids like you shouldn't be traveling alone. It's irresponsible." Amara blinked rapidly, hurt tightening her throat. She tried again. "My guardian is comin'. They said they—" "I don't believe you," the woman cut in. "What are you, 12? You probably forged that boarding pass or grabbed someone's kid tag. Honestly, what is this airport coming to?" Passengers who had ignored the scene now watched openly. Some frowned, some whispered. No one intervened. The woman straightened her blazer with a final condescending sniff. "When the gate agent gets back, I'm having them remove you from this area. We can't just let random children wander around pretending they belong here." Her words hit harder than she realized, because Amara had heard variations of them her whole life. "You don't belong, you don't fit here, someone like you shouldn't be in this space." She lowered her gaze, gripping the straps of her backpack. Her guardian wasn't here yet. No adult was stepping up to defend her. For a moment, she felt utterly alone, until a shadow fell across both of them, long, calm, and unmistakably authoritative. A deep voice spoke behind the woman, rich and steady enough to erase the chatter around them. "Is there a reason you're interrogating a child?" The woman stiffened and turned. Standing there was Dr. Rowan Hale, a towering figure in a charcoal overcoat, the kind of presence that instantly commanded attention. His silver-rimmed glasses reflected the gate lights, and the security badge on his lanyard glinted with unmistakable authority. Chief Child Safety Director, Federal Aviation Administration. Gasps rippled across the gate. The woman's confidence faltered. I wasn't interrogating her," she stammered. I was making sure she wasn't lost." Rowan raised a brow. "By accusing her of fraud? By threatening to have her removed from the gate?" The woman's cheeks flushed. "Well, Look, I didn't know who she belonged to. It seems suspicious." "Suspicious," he repeated quietly, "or inconvenient to your biases." The gate agent, returning from a brief step away, froze at the sight of Rowan's badge. "Dr. Hale, is everything all right?" Rowan gestured toward Amara. "This is my niece. I instructed her to wait here while I handled a call with the airline." The agent immediately crouched beside Amara. "Sweetheart, are you okay?" Amara nodded. "I'm fine now." Rowan turned to the woman again, his tone now calm but firmly edged. "You saw a black child sitting alone and assumed wrongdoing. You humiliated her publicly, and you did so with no evidence beyond your own prejudice." The woman swallowed hard. "I didn't mean—" "Intentional or not," Rowan said, "impact matters." The airline staff had gathered now, eyes widening as they recognized Rowan, one of the most powerful regulatory figures in child aviation safety, a man whose signature could change policy for every airline in the country. The woman tried to retreat, but Rowan's voice stopped her. "I'll be filing a report. Your conduct created a safety concern for a minor, and Astra North has zero tolerance for discriminatory behavior." The supervisor approached swiftly. "Dr. Hale, we'll handle this immediately." Guards stepped in, gently guiding the trembling woman aside, as passengers looked on silently. Some filmed, some clapped softly, but most simply stared, stunned at how quickly the balance of power had shifted. Amara rose from her seat, and Rowan knelt to meet her eyes. "Did she scare you?" "A little," she whispered. Rowan touched her shoulder. "That ends now. You're not alone." And for the first time since the confrontation began, Amara breathed freely again. They boarded the plane together, Rowan keeping a protective hand near Amara's shoulder as they entered first class. The passengers who had overheard earlier looked away now, some embarrassed, some silently apologetic. Amara settled into her seat, feeling the plush cushions beneath her, a small reminder that she did belong here, no matter what anyone thought. Rowan placed her backpack in the overhead bin, then sat beside her with a slow exhale. "You handled yourself well," he said. "You stayed calm." Amara shrugged. "I tried, but she made me feel like I wasn't supposed to be here." Rowan took her hand. "Listen to me carefully. People like her measure the world by their fears. People like you measure it by your potential. Only one of those leads to truth." The engines rumbled as boarding completed. The captain stepped out briefly, greeting Rowan with a respectful nod, clearly aware of his position. Then he leaned down, addressing Amara directly. "Young lady, you're our VIP today. Anything you need, you let us know." Amara smiled shyly. Rowan looked at her with pride softening his eyes. "See? You're exactly where you're meant to be." As the plane backed from the gate, Amara gazed out the window, watching the ground crew wave. The memory of the woman's voice still lingered, but it no longer held power. Her guardian had arrived, the truth had surfaced, and the entire gate had witnessed it. As the aircraft lifted into the sky, Amara whispered into the hum of the engines, "I belong." Rowan smiled. "Yes," he said, "and don't you ever forget it."
If this story touched you, angered you, or reminded you of something you've seen in real life, take a moment right now to speak up in the comments. Your voice matters. Your perspective matters. And when we talk openly about these experiences, we help expose the everyday moments that too often go unchecked. Stories like Amara's aren't rare. And the more we call out the behavior that tries to shrink people, especially children, the more we build a community that protects, uplifts, and empowers those who need it most. So tell me, what part hit you? Was it the moment the woman tried to shame a child? Was it the silence of the bystanders? Or did it shift when Rowan arrived and showed what true guardianship looks like? Share this video with someone who believes kindness must be louder than prejudice. Share it with someone raising strong kids who deserve to grow up knowing they belong in every room, every space, every seat. And if you want more stories that challenge bias, highlight justice, and remind us what courage looks like in the moments that matter most, make sure you subscribe before you scroll away. Your support doesn't just help this channel grow, it helps these messages reach the people who need to hear them. Let's build a community united by empathy, strength, and truth. Like, comment, share, and remember, your voice can be the guardian someone else is waiting for.